Hello everyone, and welcome to Quest for Glory 4, Shadows of Darkness. I know it's been a while, but I said we'd be back, and here we are to finish the Quest for Glory series with the fourth game in the series. There's 5 games, and I've said this before, but I don't like the 5th game, and so we're gonna wrap up my Let's Play with this game. I like the ending of this game, and I like the way it goes. Either way, there's a lot that's gone on since between Quest for Glory 3 and Quest for Glory 4. Namely speaking, how just so much has gone on with me trying to import the character from Quest for Glory 3 to Quest for Glory 4. Long story short, I lost the character due to hard drive failure, game corruption. The list goes on. I made a workaround, of course, and that's what we're gonna do. And this is where you're gonna see where some of the game is different from the last one.
Please insert your saved character disc from any of the first 3 Quest for Glory games into the disc drive, so that your hero can make the journey to Quest for Glory, Shadows of Darkness.
Oh yeah, baby. This game is completely voice acted. Unfortunately, that means that I won't be doing any real serious voice acting with goofy voices and silly sounds because, well, this game already has it. But you get to hear real people do real good jobs. So you lose a little bit of the silliness, but you're getting some awesomeness. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and import my my character here.
Welcome to Shadows of Darkness.
Okay, I'm going to turn the audio down for a little bit to talk about what happened with the character here. As you can see, things changed a lot. We no longer have a paladin stat from Quest for Glory 3, and instead we gained the acrobatics stat. As I described earlier, we did lose Devin Aidendale originally, and so I created this new version of him because, again, there were so many problems. I had to create this from a character generator because there was just no way any of the attempts that I tried to work in would work correctly. Like, this is the best way I could do it. I'm unfortunately cross-classed with a wizard, which I guess kind of makes sense, because at the start of Quest for Glory 3, they were like, you used your magic powers to defeat the bad guy from Quest for Glory 2. No, I didn't, because we started off as a fighter, mind you. Either way, we're a paladin who has magical ability. That's just the way it's going to be. The dialogue is going to reflect that we're both a paladin and a wizard, but hopefully it should lock us into the paladin path specifically. Hopefully. Which means we're going to have magic spells as well, beyond just paladin abilities. One thing that did happen is that the character generator took away my climbing ability. And I don't know why, but I have a way to work around that. Namely, there's an exploit in this game. Because you see, we start off with 100 points to spend. We can spend it in any skill that we have, but for any new skill, it's going to cost 100 points. And since we have this new skill, I'm going to go ahead and put 100 points into acrobatics, which is basically the ability to tumble and jump and all this other stuff. You'll see it in action as we play the game. But I want to at least have some climbing too. So this is where the exploit comes in. We're going to go ahead and cancel and import our character. We're going to go ahead and continue again. And oh, boom, there we go, acrobatics, 100. I could do this multiple times to raise my acrobatics to 400, but I'm not going to do that because that's still kind of cheating. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it all into climbing. And yeah, there we go. It'll only work with acrobatics. Mind you, I couldn't do this again unless I raised acrobatics. That's the important thing to remember. Wonder, however, if I can take points. Nope, can't take points away from acrobatics. Not after I do that. Sorry, I was hoping maybe I could push climbing. But anyway, I could have made everything 400, but I decided not to. 300 would be nice, because that's the limit for Quest for Glory 3. So, here we are. Here's our character. Our Paladin Wizard cross class. And so, we're going to finish the story of Devon Aidendale and finish the Quest for Glory series. This happens to be my favorite one, and I can't wait to show you. So, without further ado, let's get this party started.
You awaken from nightmares of flying and falling. You find yourself in this strange place. The only illumination, an eerie green glow. You've lost your weapons and the contents of your backpack somewhere during the journey. All you have are the clothes and armor on your back. This leaves you with 4 burning questions. Where are you? How did you get here? Who brought you here? And how in blazes can you get out of here? No, make that 5 burning questions. What city did your luggage end up in this time?
So wacky. So yes, for anyone who's got a keen ear, might recognize that voice actor. That is the very well-established John Rhys Davies. He's going to be our narrator for this game. Let me go ahead and adjust some details here. Turn down the game volume, which does not affect the narrator volume, surprisingly enough. There we go. That should be good. Lower the skill a little bit. Let's go ahead and save our game. Okay, plays. Yes. And so there we go.
It seems to be a kind of stone valve acting as a door to the passageway beyond.
Oh dear.
You are in a large cave, dimly lit by glowing lichen on the walls. Strange, irregular outcroppings of stone grow from the ground, looking like the skeleton of some enormous beast. Here and there, petrified human bodies seem to grow half in, half out of the floor and walls.
You don't say.
You are in a large...
Okay. So let's go ahead and make our way to that altar over there.
You stumble and fall over the ancient petrified corpse.
Uh-oh.
As you pick yourself up, you discover a dagger and some coins on the dried out dead body. It isn't going to use them anymore, so you take them.
Our first stumbling footsteps into a new world, and already we have some good luck. Okay, let's get a closer look at this altar.
This is some kind of altar to the Dark One. The top is covered with sand. Torch holders flank the altar to provide light for nameless rites and unspeakable rituals.
You don't say. Let's go ahead and grab one of those torches.
You take the torch.
Alright, let's look at these skeletons over here.
It's a rotted, ancient corpse, half buried in the cave wall.
Alright, well, let's go loot some bodies.
You find 30 assorted copper and gold coins on the body. A brief search reveals a piece of hard grey rock, which you take, and some coins, 3 crowns and 13 kopecks.
Technically, we shouldn't recognize what those coins are, because we've never been here before. Either way, let us get some light going, because we got some flint. You strike a spark with the flint and dagger to light the torch. Yeah, we have a narrator in this game, but he won't narrate when we look at items in our inventory for some reason. So let's get out of here. Open up that door.
You force the sphincter open with your dagger and pass through. You've made it into a large chamber. Stone valves, like the one you just passed through, apparently block 3 other passageways. There is a huge stone altar in the center of the room, and an exit to the south.
You don't say. What's the altar look like?
The rough stone altar is covered with dark stains as of blood long since dried to powder. You'll feel a creepy, uneasy sensation whenever you pass near it. A stone valve blocks this passageway to another part of the cave.
Alright, well what's this over here then? Looks like weapons and armor.
The corpse has long since decayed into a dry husk, but his shield seems to be in pretty good condition. Lying next to the dead warrior are a battered sword and a coin pouch.
Alright, well let's go ahead and pick those up then.
You gratefully retrieve the shield and battered sword from the dead warrior. You hope that they will serve you better than they did their last owner.
Thankfully. Let's try opening up one of these doors.
Try as you might, the stone valve will not open. Perhaps this isn't the right time.
Alright, well then let's get out of here. Spooky, huh? Oh no! What's this?
As you approach the exit, you are confronted by 2 flying creatures. They have bat wings and spider-like bodies. In a bitter battle, you were better than the batters.
Yes.
You kick some butt, too.
Thank you. Yeah, this is the new combat system for Quest for Glory 4. It's been a different one for each game. Yeah, the Coles were certainly trying to innovate with every game. Unfortunately, it left Quest for Glory 3 and 4
Something deadly lies in wait nearby.
kind of buggy. And that right there is our paladin senses tingling. Let's take a look.
You can see the entrance to a large cave at the bottom of the pit. You catch an occasional glimpse of a horrid, multi-tentacled monster just inside the cave.
Oh dear. Alright, well, let's see if we can look around the cavern at least.
A deep pit fills most of this hallway. A rope bridge spans the narrowest stretch of the chasm.
Alright, well then we're gonna need to get on out of here. And so we're gonna cross hand over hand.
You just barely made it across the pit.
Thank you. Alright. Since we made it across, let's get out of here.
You slip through the mouth of the cave, just in time to avoid being crushed by its closing jaws. As the cave mouth closes behind you, you feel a strange warning tingle. There is danger here, although its source is not immediately clear.
Really? Well then who's that right there, waiting for us?
You are alive! Only one person has ever walked away from there before. Who are you? How did you get here? Oh, there are so many questions I want to ask you. But I have to get home quickly. It is so dangerous out at night in Mordavia.
You don't say.
The town is due north of here. Be careful. There are many bad things wandering around. Good luck. Oh, by the way, my name is Katrina. I hope we meet again sometime. Farewell.
Well, wasn't that lovely? She just happened to be walking by an evil cave filled with things dedicated to the Dark One. Just for no reason. Let's take a look at that real quick.
The cave mouth looks like the jaws of some horrid creature, waiting to chew up and swallow anyone who should be so foolish as to try to enter the cave.
You don't say. I'm going to be saying that a lot. I'm going to try not to, but I just find it funny. Alright, let's take a look at this arch.
The archway above the path is inscribed with 8 arcane symbols. You recognize 7 of them, from Arcania 101 no doubt, as the symbols of blood, bone, breath, essence, heart, the mouth, and the senses. The 8th is new to you. It looks a bit like a 6-tentacled starfish, or perhaps more like a squished squid. Something about the symbol fascinates and scares you at the same time.
Oh, we should probably take that.
The 6-pointed symbol seems to pulse with energy and comes loose in your hand when you touch it. You have the feeling that you may need this sign, so you carefully store it in your pack.
Let's take a closer look at it real quick. It's the Dark One sign. Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. It looks vaguely like a stylized octopus with only 6 tentacles. Well, there's nothing else we can do here, so let's move on. What's this area that we're at?
A pool of sticky, greasy-looking slime dominates this area below the cave. A stream of slimy goo oozes down the right side, and goo dripping on the path makes it slimy and treacherous as well.
What about this?
This tall standing stone has been carved so that the top looks like a squid is perched upon it. It doesn't look particularly stable.
You guys might also that in all of this horrible stuff, there happens to be a bonsai.
A delicately crafted bonsai bush looks totally out of place in a pool of dark, unhealthy-looking goo.
Well, we're going to have to try and get that, but we'll have to do it later. Doing so now would be unfortunately bad for us.
The path is dripping with slimy goo. You're having a hard time maintaining your footing on it.
Up, and there we go. Auto walking. Doing good so far, and then we slide all the way down. If we want to get back up there, all we have to do is knock that over.
The standing stone has fallen to form a sort of stone bridge up to the ledge.
Yes.
That... Yuck! Don't touch the greasy, grimy, gooey gunk.
Aw, why not? Anyway, in order to get this bonsai, we're going to have to break down these rocks.
You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else.
Indeed. Well, one of the things that we can do is break it with rocks. You'd think that we could break it with all of these magic spells that we have, but don't want to risk catching it on fire. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and save here. And the game has autosaves, believe it or not. But like Quest for Glory 3, this game is notoriously buggy, so I'm going to be saving often.
Your danger sense tingles. You sense deadly danger from the swamp. It might have something to do with the grasping, disembodied arms.
Let's take a look at these grasping arms. Any second. There we go. Oh, I just remembered. We probably didn't actually need any of those points in acrobatics. Given the fact that we've effectively cross-classed with Mage, the only class that really needs acrobatics is the Thief and the Fighter. Well, isn't this lovely? Where are we?
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south and west. The path to the dark cave lies to the southeast.
Oh wow. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up some
You
rocks.
grab a handful of rocks.
Let's see, how many do we have? You have 2. Okay, we're gonna need to pick up 1 more.
You grab a...
Yes, thank you. So let's continue on our journey. We're gonna need those rocks to get that bonsai later.
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the southwest.
Okay, so we want to go this way? We're trying to find the town.
You are in the southwestern corner of the forest. Dank mists rise from a dismal swamp to the south. You can barely glimpse a lovely lake through the trees to the west.
Well, how quaint. Okay, let's go this way. I'm gonna always click past things often.
You are in the western part of the forest.
Okay, so we're getting closer to the northern part at the very least.
You're in the far western part of the forest. A lovely lake stretches out to...
Okay. Let's try this direction. Actually, let's run. Run, you fool!
You are in the western part of the forest. An old road once led to the east. Only after careful searching do you manage to find traces of the road to the south as well.
Gosh dang it. Alright. And of course it took me out of run mode.
You are in the western...
Am I still in the western?
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest.
Alright, cool.
You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast, and an ominous castle far to the north.
Alright, so let's go east then. If I'm following the directions correctly. Yep, there we go. There's the town.
Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town.
Alright, let's make our way there. Sweet.
Tall shocks of corn have been harvested and wait here to be stored for the winter.
Sweet.
Some beautiful giant pumpkins are growing in the field.
What about this scarecrow over here?
The villagers have erected a scarecrow to keep birds away from the newly harvested corn.
Admittedly, that doesn't look like corn. That looks like wheat to me. What about this bridge?
The bottom of the gully is filled with water from the autumn storms.
So we know what season it is, too? Oh, wow.
You take an ear of the corn and put it away in your pack.
Sweet. Can I take a pumpkin?
You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie.
Okay.
That didn't do anything.
Well, thank you, John Rhys Davies. Oh, wow. This is very beautiful.
Beautiful, out-of-season flowers grow all around the stone monument. A familiar sense of peace and harmony fills you as you look around here. The smell of sweet flowers reminds you of Irana's piece in Spielberg. Your eyes are drawn to the staff in the middle of this lovely area. It is obviously a wizard's magical staff.
Well, let's gather up some of these. Oh, let's see if I can't look at that staff.
The curved staff has a very organic look to it. Its curves seem somehow feminine. You can feel a sense of magical power radiating all around it. pick some flowers and put them away.
Thank you.
You already...
Alright. Well, what about over here?
To the north, you can see the buildings of the town. It looks a little like Spielberg, yet also very different in some undefinable way. A familiar scent.
Alright. Well, then let's go towards the town center, I suppose.
You! How did you get here? Why are you here? Few strangers come to Mordavia. I am the Burgomeister. It is my job to know everyone and everything that goes on here.
Well then, let's talk to the Burgomeister. Let's greet him.
The Burgomeister stares at you suspiciously.
Let's tell him about ourselves.
You tell the Burgomeister about how you came here.
Do you expect me to believe such a story? That you could walk out of that cave alive? That the cave would be open? Tell me no more lies.
Okay, well let's see if we can talk to him anyway and get a sense. He's being mighty suspicious. Ask about himself.
My name is Dmitri Ivanov. I am the Burgomeister of this town.
Okay, well tell me about the town then.
This is the town of Mordavia. There is an inn and a shop down the street where you can spend the night or get some supplies and be on your way.
His milk.
The sooner you leave, the better for all. There are many dangers in Mordavia, and we certainly do not need a stranger to stir up new troubles.
I was gonna say his mouth wasn't moving during that one time. Let's ask about these troubles.
Just leave Mordavia quickly. No good comes from outsiders, and we do not want you here.
Aw, but I just want to help.
The Hotel Mordavia has rooms and food. It is a safe place to spend the night.
What about the shop?
The shop does not carry much. We have been cut off from supplies for a while now. Still, you may at least restock your food rations before you continue with your travels.
Awfully kind of you, at least. What about some of the dangers here?
There are many strange and dangerous creatures that live in Mordavia. Trust nothing. The gates of this town are closed at sunset. Do not let yourself get caught outside after dark, for few can survive a Mordavian night or remain sane enough to speak of it.
Alright, well, let's ask about the country.
Mordavia is a valley surrounded by mountains. There used to be a road which led from here, but heavy rains have created a swamp at the base of the mountain south of here. No wagons can get you in or out, nor can any person, except perhaps you.
Well, geez. That's all we can really talk about for now.
You don't have any rations. You better get some food soon.
Okay, I was just planning on it. Say goodbye.
Leave here quickly. Go, and soon.
Okay, what's the sign?
From the sign reading Burgomeister's office, you cleverly deduce that the Burgomeister works here. It's been years since you studied Mordavian, but you think that Burgomeister might be the word for mayor, or perhaps sheriff.
And this one?
The sign reads General Store. You wonder how much of a commission the salespeople get.
Alright, that's where we want to go. We're gonna need some food.
This general store is cheery and well lit, thanks to the warm hearth. The first things that you notice are the cats. They seem to be everywhere. Then you see the shopkeeper, sitting on her rocking chair as she knits. She's a very, sturdy-looking woman.
So, you're the stranger in town. I've heard all about you already.
Jeez, really? Anyway, this seems like a good place to end the first episode, guys. I can't wait to show you more, because, as I've said before, this is my favorite game in the Quest for Glory series. There's going to be a lot of ooky, spooky, gothic kind of stuff in it, and really, it's just going to be a good time. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Take care for now. Bye-bye.